Good morning, children. Now we are doing our moral science class. I hope you are all enjoying your time. Now, before we proceed, let us discuss this chapter. Let's be honest once again. It is your chapter 4 and we must read it. What is actually honesty? Honesty means telling the truth. What is true? Whatever happens, you say it, that is truth. Sometimes you may be afraid to tell the truth because you may be scolded. At times, you may be afraid, you may be in fear, you may be scared, you may feel bit bad to tell the truth. Truth is not to tell lie, tell the truth. Why you will feel scared, afraid, or bad? Because you may be scolded. Your mummy might beat you, your father might scold you, say harsh word to you. That's why you try to escape telling the truth. But you can say sorry and never repeat it. The thing you can do is you can say sorry and never repeat it. Never do it again. So don't feel bad if your father scolds you, your mother beats you, whatever anyone does, you say sorry and never repeat it. Never do it again. In this way, people will begin to trust you and praise you for your honesty. But if you lie means if you tell lies, if you don't tell the truth and others find out, you may be called a liar. So the people who will find out, they will call you a liar. Who is a liar? Liar is a person who does not tell the truth. He tells lies, so everyone calls him liar. So who is liar? Liar is a person who tells lies. That person we call liar. Would you like it? You like if anyone calls you liar? No, you will never like, because lies can hurt your family and friends. If you tell lies, your friends come to know and your family members come to know, they will feel bad. So you should never tell lies. So what you should do? You should always tell the truth. Be honest in saying the truth. So be brave and own up your mistakes and be an honest child. You must always tell the truth. So people will tell you to be honest. People will think that you are an honest child, and you should always own up your mistake. If you make mistake, you should say, yes, it is my mistake and I will not do it again. So no one will will scold you, because mistake happens. We all make mistakes. So if you make mistake, you say sorry and you say, I will never do it again. If you don't own up your mistakes, people will not like you. If you make mistakes, say, yes, I broke the glass, yes, I took your pencil. Tell the truth. Never tell lies. If you tell lies, what will people call you? I told you, people will call you a liar. And if you are called liar, what happens? No one will be your friend, and your family members will feel very bad that this person is telling lies. So you should never tell lies. You should be brave and own up your mistakes and be an honest child. From this paragraph, let's see what we should do. What is the opposite of truth? Truth is lies. What is the opposite of, say, never? I told you never. The opposite of never is always. What is the opposite of begin? The opposite of begin will be end. You begin a story, you end a story. If you praise, people will praise you. People will be happy with you. They'll praise you. Opposite of praise is the person you're not being praised, you're jealous. Honest, the opposite of honest is dishonest. Honest is dishonest. Then I told you, what is the opposite of friend? Friend, the opposite of friend is enemy. What is the opposite of brave? The opposite of brave is coward. So these are the opposites you have learnt in this chapter. So it will help you to know it. Now let's read the story. The name of this story is this your axe? It is asking a question. A short story it is. Is this your axe? Let us read the story of a poor woodcutter. So whose story we are reading about? We are reading a story about a poor woodcutter. What is the meaning of poor? The meaning of poor is the person who does not have money. That person is called poor. So, poor, the opposite of poor is rich. And woodcutter, who is called woodcutter? The person who cuts wood is called woodcutter. Now, one day he accidentally dropped his axe into the river. So one day what happened? Who is he? The woodcutter. Accidentally means it happened in an accident. Dropped his axe into the river. So accidentally, the opposite of accidentally is purposely, deliberately, knowingly, doing it intentionally. Yeah. So accidentally opposite is intentionally, purposely. Dropped his axe into the river. Where he dropped it? Into the river. How did it fall? Did he do purposely? No, he did it accidentally. He was very upset. Why was he upset? Because his axe got lost. How? It accidentally fell into the river. So where did the axe fall? The axe fell into the river. He was upset. He was very upset. He was very worried. The meaning of upset is worried. Doesn't know what to do. He had no money to buy another axe. So what happened? He had no money. Why he doesn't have money? Because he is very poor. I told you who is a poor person? A person who does not have money. He does not have money, so he cannot buy another axe. Since he has no money and since he is a poor woodcutter, he cannot buy another axe, so he is very worried. Just after then, what happened? A fairy appeared. Who appeared? A fairy appeared. Fairy is a person, you see, we think they stay in heaven, they come and they help you. So, fairy appeared. What is the opposite of appeared? The opposite of appeared is disappeared. Appear means to see in front. Disappear means not to be seen. You cannot see that person. And appear means you can see the person. He appeared in the river. Who appeared? A fairy appeared. Who appeared? The fairy appeared. Where did he appear? The fairy appeared in the river, holding out a golden axe to him. What did the fairy hold first? The fairy hold the golden axe to him. I found this axe in the river. Is this yours? Who said these words? The fairy said these words. He said, I found. Who found? The fairy found. What did the fairy find? What did the fairy find? The fairy found a golden axe and asked him whether it belonged to him. Who is him in this over here? Is this yours? Means the woodcutter. This is not mine, replied the woodcutter. So what did the woodcutter say? No, this is not mine. Because he is an honest person, so he did not say that it was his, because it does not belong to him. It is not his. So he said, this is not mine. Next, the fairy showed him a silver axe. Now what happened? The fairy showed him, next time what axe did the fairy show? The fairy showed him a silver axe. The woodcutter disowned that too. Disowned is that is not his. He said it is not mine. I don't own it. It does not belong to me. He said this is also not mine. So the woodcutter disowned that too, saying no, this is also not mine. Then finally what did the fairy do? The fairy held out a wooden axe. The wooden axe which fell into the river, fairy held it out. Smiling with happiness, the woodcutter said, that's mine. So seeing his own his axe, he was very happy and he said, that's mine. This is the one that is mine. So thank you very much. He told the fairy he's polite also. After receiving his wooden axe, he told the fairy, thank you very much. The fairy felt very happy on seeing his honesty. So you can see, children, the woodcutter is very honest. First, when he saw the golden axe, he did not own it, that because it is not his. Second, the fairy gave him the silver axe. That too also he said, no, 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 I don't own this. This is not mine. I am not going to take it. Finally, the fairy gave him the wooden axe. Smiling and being happy, the woodcutter said, yes, this is mine, and he thanked the fairy for it. The fairy was very happy by seeing his honesty. He was an honest person, and said to whom? To the woodcutter, such honesty deserves a reward. Since you are so honest, you need a reward. Every honesty has a reward. So what happened? The fairy, she gave the poor man all the 3 axes and disappeared. So the poor man, since he was honest, he got all the 3 axes. What are the 3 axes? The 3 axes are golden axe, a silver axe, and a wooden axe, which actually was his. So because of his honesty, he got a reward. He had lost 1 axe, but the fairy gave him all the 3 axes. So from this story, children, you come to know honesty is always rewarded. If you are honest, you will always be rewarded. God is there to always reward you. This is the story I explained to you again. Now let's see what is next. Next, you have to do this in your copy. This is to be done in your moral science copy. What is it? It is right, true, or false. Honesty means telling truth. You know, telling the truth, it is true. So honesty actually means telling the truth. So it is true. You write true. If you make a mistake, never say sorry. Is it true? No, it is false. Because if you make a mistake, you must always say sorry. Next one is, the woodcutter had no money to buy another axe. It is true. Because you know, the woodcutter had no money. Why he had no money? Because he was poor. Since he lost his axe into the river, it fell into the river. The woodcutter was poor. He had no money to buy another axe. So this is true. Then number D, we have, a giant appeared in the river. It is false, because a giant did not appear. Who appeared? A fairy appeared. So it is false. Next, the last one is, the fairy felt very happy seeing his honesty. Yes, the fairy was very happy by seeing his honesty. So this is true. So children, these are the things you must copy in your moral science copy. I told you earlier, your moral science copy is your interleave copy. In this copy, you write down this true and false which is given to you. There are 5 sentences. You write it, learn it, and do it. Apart from there is a homework which needs to be done. Draw the picture of page 13 in copy. You have a copy which is interleave. The page which is blank, in that page you draw it. You draw from page 13 in your copy and you color it. That is your homework. So children, do till this much. Be happy, be safe, and listen to your parents. Use sanitizer, use mask, and keep social distance, and be good till we meet the next time. Till then, bye.